What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Happy Monday. Happy Victoria Day for those celebrating today. That's a Canadian holiday. Today we're going to celebrate with Lagavulin 16. One of my favorite drams from Islay. It's absolutely wonderful. It's that, I don't know, like, it's the thing, people have said that Lafroig is what people automatically think of when they think of a Scotch. I think people predominantly think of Lagavulin as old. Scotch is Lagavulin. It's smoky and ashy and not very pleasant to drink. That's what I think. I could be wrong, but that's the perception that I have. It's, if I'm not mistaken, it's all ex-bourbon cask. I should probably know that, but ex-bourbon casks, 16 years, and a thing that happens with Islas, and I'm not too sure very many people know or aware or even kind of care to know. The longer matured whiskeys that have peated malt tend to have less aggressive peat notes than younger whiskeys would. So a great comparison would be comparing a 16-year-old Lagavulin to an Octomore, one of the 5-year expressions. The peat is so much more aggressive. Even, actually, you know what? I'll link up here to my Lagavulin Showdown, which I did 5 or 6 different expressions of Lagavulin, from the 8-year-old all the way to the Distiller's Edition. You can see, but even if you just compare the 8 to the 16, there's a crazy difference in how much peat is up front with it. So the longer it's aged, the more toned down and refined the peat becomes. So getting to the whiskey now, because that's really why we're here. On the nose, the peat's there, but it's very soft. It's not medicinal, not too medicinal. It's soft and round, kind of enveloping a lot of vanillas and caramels, some darker fruits. Yeah, and the dark fruits would lead me to believe that there's some sherry influence on here, but I'm almost positive there isn't, because I know the Distiller's Edition is a double matured spirit, which is essentially the 16, and then finished in, I think, Oloroso. It's some sort of a sherry cask. I think it's Oloroso, but I'm almost positive this is ex-bourbon, solely ex-bourbon. It's a wonderful nose, very rich and deep and dense, but very rounded and not spiky whatsoever. And again, if you're introducing yourself to Islay, it's gonna take time to acclimate. So everything that I'm saying, I'm fairly comfortable with peat and smoky Islas. Take the approachability with just a bit of grain of salt that I'm portraying. But once you kind of acclimate to the peat, it's wonderful stuff. All right, cheers. Sweet cereal is just one of my favorite notes. Almost reminiscent of leftover milk after you have a bit of a sweeter cereal. A bit of smoke, vanilla and oak. And a very interesting thing that I usually get with Lagavulin, especially the 16-year-old, is this very effervescency finish in the back of the throat, which would lead you to almost think it's minty, but it's not minty. It's not a minty taste. It's the after effects of mint, or like a peppermint or spearmint. It's like when you breathe in and your mouth is cooled off, and then it kind of tingles a little bit in the back. That's what I typically get. Yeah, fantastic. I gotta go in for a second. Also, a little bit of going back on the nose, and we talked about the retronasal effect in a couple videos. I think last week or the week prior, and the guys on the Whiskey Vault and Eric Wade have talked about this as well. And I'm getting like a very dark honey, almost like dark honey drizzled cereal. Very interesting. I haven't actually gotten that one before, or maybe I haven't. I've just never noticed it. Also, actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Let's rate this guy, because that's first and foremost. So on the rating, like, I feel like it's overdone that how good this is. I could be wrong. That could be a very small minority that really go up to bat for this guy, but I think it's a mainstay. If you like peaty scotches, this is the bottle to have constantly. It's just got this level of sophistication, maturity to it that's just great. Looks great on the shelf. Such a classy bottle. Yeah, go out and buy yourself a Lagavulin 16. You won't regret it. You really won't regret it. Like I said before, when you acclimate a little bit, it takes a little bit longer to kind of put everything back down and get that rich peat smoke. So good, so good. Okay, so level 4 on the Lagavulin 16. Got a couple different video ideas coming up. Kind of alluded to one on the spot that kind of was just in my head. I'm gonna see how I can work that into a video idea as well. I had the very, very high privilege and honor of being invited up to Silver Fox Distilleries in Arthur, Ontario. They haven't opened up yet, but the owner, Mark Townsend, and his wife, who was also co-owner, invited myself and a friend up to kind of take a look at what they're doing. We shot a little bit of footage. We're going to talk about them a little bit. I'm really excited about what they have going on. So it's going to take me a bit of time. We shot on 2 different cameras, so there's a lot of editing to do, and I'm not really good at that stuff, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm really excited about that, and I'm really excited for you guys to see us talk about it. So yeah, in the meantime, find us on Twitter and Facebook at The Cat Strength. Josh and myself have Instagrams. Go find us there. Links in the description below. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Actually, no, we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Live stream this Wednesday, May 22nd. I was right, 22nd. All right. So yeah, till then, guys, Slantra.